Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
All right, President Trump has won the ability to control the California National Guard to help address anti-ICE protests, overruling Governor Gavin Newsom, his objections, and a lower court ruling. And I think that's good. So there we go. Donald Trump superpowered in this situation. He wanted to send in the military to protect both ICE agents and, this was again another part of this, federal facilities, which were being attacked by the mob. I guess the mob has chilled the hell out. I guess that would be it. Or it's dropped out of the news because, we've have real issues. But remember No King's Day last Saturday? Man, that was really going to change the world, wasn't it? Okay, I'm just saying, did it? We still have no king, so there's that part. But remember what happened there? It was supposed to be the end. I told you, they'd geek it all the way up until Saturday, and then everyone's kind of slowed down.
Number 6.
A very stupid man out of Franklin County is suing an online sweepstakes casino, alleging it misled him. How, dum-dum? How did it mislead you? You bought tokens at this casino in order to gamble on slot machines that are online, which, how stupid are you? Online slot machines? I mean, it's hard to rig a slot machine, but now that they're all computerized, it's a lot easier. What are you doing? They could then convert those coins back into cash. This guy pumped a bunch of money into this, lost it, and now he claims that he's been misled. Yeah, I look, maybe it's illegal to do this in Alabama, but this guy's not the victim. He's just a very stupid person. He lost real money in an online casino. You're a loser, dude. That's the truth.
Number 5.
Huntsville, hello, will host a gay pride parade, followed by another family-friendly drag event. In the olden days, gay people were often smeared with allegations that they were predatory and that they were creepy and that they were going after children. Y'all are really doing a good job shaking that allegation when you come back and do this kind of stuff. Have your parade, that's fine. But drag shows are sexualized, and you are constantly inviting children to them. Why? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Have your events, have fun, do all the stuff you want to do, but maybe you should leave the kids out of it.
Number 4.
An Alabama family is claiming that ICE is tearing them apart because the mother was detained. Why was the mother detained? Well, because she was ordered to be removed eons ago. Yes, that's right. She was supposed to be removed a long time ago, and now she is in the process of being removed. You cannot just disobey the law and then say, but I've got a sad story to go along with it. Too bad. So the family is in the paper saying, no, they took her away for no reason. Well, the reason is she ignored a deportation order after her asylum claim was rejected. Yes, you heard me correct. Due process. She had an asylum claim. It was rejected. They told her to get the hell out, and then they sent her on her way. And then she lived in the country for years and years and years and years and years, and I'm supposed to be upset about this. Surprise, I'm not.
Number 3.
Border Czar Tom Homan says, if you think we're not going to be raiding farms, you're crazy. If you think that's what's going to happen, you're nuts. He says this is going to continue, but we are going to prioritize. I think what's happening here, and I think it seems pretty clear what's actually going on, they're prioritizing criminals and they're grabbing everyone else. I mean, that's what they're doing. That seems pretty clear. Workers at places like farms and restaurants and hotels who will be targeted, but people with criminal backgrounds will be a priority, and that's what they're going after. He says, this is a quote from him, we're going to continue to do worksite enforcement operations, even on farms and hotels, but we're going to base on a prioritized basis. criminals come first. So they will go to these sites looking for criminals, but if you're there and you're illegal, you might get got. Best thing you could do is probably leave the country. I don't know. Call me crazy.
Number 2.
United States Senator Katie Britt is demanding accountability from someone in the Biden White House because the autopen use, the mental and physical decline that they held from us, they hid from us. Katie Britt said this: "It's clear that there are people within this administration that saw, and that they should be sitting within this administration that saw that, and they should be sitting in front of us today answering the question of why they turned their back on America." Because that's exactly what they did. So whether it's secretaries, whether it's the people in the administration, whether it's senior staff, we deserve some accountability. We deserve some answers. I don't think she's talking about secretaries like Emily's my secretary. We're talking about secretaries in the sense of like the Secretary of Education. We already know they would go weeks and months without seeing Joe Biden. They've already said that. So why was that? And why weren't they more open about it? Why'd they lie about it?
Now, time for the number one thing you'll be talking about today.
All right, Donald Trump says 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and then we'll decide what we're going to do next as Israel continues to pound away on Iran, and the Iranian leadership continues to say, "Oh, we've got you guys right where we want you. We got you. We're coming. We're coming. You just wait. We're going to get you." But Donald Trump said he'll wait and figure this out within the next 2 weeks, which, by the way, that could be tomorrow. You know that, right? If I say I'm going to let you know within the next 2 weeks, I could literally let you know tomorrow. The announcement read aloud by the press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, appeared to signal the administration's latest U-turn over the question of whether to commit American forces believed vital to destroying Iran's most hardened nuclear sites. No, it's not a U-turn. They haven't made a decision. You are reporting the debate. You are reporting the conversation and then declaring that that's the position. And no matter it, when you guys decide that now you're hearing something else, that's not a U-turn by them. That's a mistake by you. So he said earlier this week that nobody knows what I'm going to do, which is absolutely true. I think that's absolutely true. The president is always interested in a diplomatic solution. If there's a chance for diplomacy, the president's always going to grab it, but he's not afraid to use strength as well. I will add that again comes from Leavitt. Iran is allegedly reaching out and saying, "Hey, we'd like to have some sort of conversation about this." I don't know how open they are to actually having that conversation, but we will see what happens here. And they are looking at a facility, which, by the way, they're showing us and telling us which one it is. Like there's a satellite image in this news article here of the Fordo enrichment facility. And I guess it's like where you enter to go into this thing. And I guess they're trying to tell them, like, this is the thing. Here it is. This is the thing. And I assume they're monitoring to see what comes out of this place. But that's where they are. You've got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks to figure this out. Consider this your 2 weeks notice. After that, you're fired. That's basically the gist of it. And that's what the White House is telling the world. Who knows where we actually are in this? The President of the United States plays loosey-goosey with not the facts per se, but he does play a little loosey-goosey with his public statements. And I think that's what we're looking at here. So 2 weeks, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Maybe after that, what happens? I don't know. Maybe 2 more weeks. But they're paying attention to this. And keep in mind, kind of slowed down here over the last couple days. We've kind of slowed down. They're still bombing each other and all that stuff. Maybe there's a chance for diplomacy. I don't think so. I think eventually we hit that facility. That is, of course, the question, I guess, becomes when. And that's the question we've been asking for $50 free for all Friday. If you were calling the shots, do you choose to enter the fray? Do you decide you want to get involved here? Yes or no? The answers, well, they can get you a $50 gift card from Twin Peaks. All you got to do is shoot us a text here and let us know yes or no, why. Tell us, would you get involved? Would you not get involved if you were president of the United States? 866-494-WVNN. That is the scoutpestcontrol.com WVNN hot take text line, and you can leave an answer on all of our social medias as well, at the Dale Jackson on all of those things, or the WVNN Facebook page. Let's take a quick time out. We'll be right back.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.